Tuesday of the 21st week in Ordinary Time. The Obligations of Justice. The Overall Purpose of Economics. Economics has its own laws and mechanisms, but these laws are neither immutably self-sufficient nor supreme, nor are their mechanisms sacrosanct and untouchable. The Church's magisterium reminds us that the world of economics ought not to be thought of as independent and autonomous, but as subject to the overriding principles of social justice, which correct the defects and shortcomings of the economic order by making allowance for the dignity of the human person. Social justice requires also that workers' living conditions are not left to the mercy of market forces, as if their labor were merely merchandise to be bought and sold. And one of the principal occupations of the state and of employers must be this: to give work to everyone, as unemployment is one of the greatest evils that can affect a country and is the cause of many other harmful consequences for individuals, for families, and for society itself. A person employed in a workshop, in a university, or in a commercial business would not be acting in accordance with justice if he were not to carry out his job conscientiously, in a professionally competent way, while taking good care of the tools, equipment, and other property of the company, or library, hospital, workshop, etc., he works for, or of the house in the case of domestic employees. Students would be lacking in justice towards society and towards their families, at times seriously, if they didn't make good use of the time during which they are supposed to be studying. In general, examination marks can be a good source of material for examination of conscience. Very often, poor application to one's studies can be the cause of afterwards not being professionally competent and of not giving value for money to one's employers through lack of adequate preparation. These are points on which we ought to examine ourselves often, if we are to carry out conscientiously before God and men our duties to our neighbor, thereby fulfilling the requirements of justice, mercy, and faith in agreements, contracts, and promises. Let us ask Our Lady for this rectitude of conscience, so that we can contribute to making the society in which we live a worthy place for the sons and daughters of God to live together in harmony.